Walking to the start of the Cheviot Goat, which we're going to be undertaking this morning. 58-mile run around the Cheviot Hills, Northumberland. This is the start of the 2022 Montane Cheviot Goat. Just over a mile in. Just started with a bit of a hill. It's not too bad, but it's one of those. Do you run it? Do you walk it? I've done a bit of both. Normally, on a shorter run, you'd run it, but we've got 58 miles to go. Start of the race was 6 AM, so probably going to spend the first 2 hours in darkness. Just past the first hour mark. We are just over 4.6 miles in, with an ascent of 1,200 feet at the present. Plenty more to go. The first real sign of coming light now. Head torches are off. Back on later, around 4 PM. Finally start to see some views. Just past the 2 hour mark, 9.4 mile in, 2,200 feet of ascent at the present. Just making our way up towards Weathercairn. It's a pretty boggy section. Summit to Weathercairn. There's a bit of downhill coming now. Past the 3 hour marker, we are 13.1 miles in, so it was an extremely slow half marathon, though we are just under 3,000 feet, so wouldn't have been the flattest and could possibly be rated as one of the boggiest. We're on the summit of the Dodd. Like many in the Lake District, grassy mountains. Some lovely views now. That's our reward for doing such a tough course. It's gone through 4 hours now, 17.5 miles and just under 4,000 feet of ascent. I think we're just over 4 miles off the first aid station. just come up a very short, sharp ascent on our way to Shilhope Law. Yeah, that hurt. We're coming off Shilhope Law and heading towards the first of two aid stations. That's around 21.7 miles into the route. The second aid station's 42 miles in. That's 5 hours we've just gone through. It's 21.5 miles and just under 4,900 foot of ascent, and we are literally in sight of the aid station.
Real running couple. I'm filming
This
you.
northern fella running.
And you're filming me.
We are.
How you doing?
That is weird.
Right.
Just left the first aid station. Flying visit really. Had a soup and a bread roll. I've got to say that went down a treat. Topped up fluids. Off we go again. The weather's turning out lovely today. And now on Barrow Law. It's really cleared up now. Views are amazing. I'm told they only get better on the climb up to Windy Gyle. I never thought I'd say this, but we're 2.9 miles off Scotland. We're 1.8 off Windy Gyle. Then we run along Border Ridge for 1 mile, which I believe is a Pennine Way, and then we dip into Scotland in 2.9 miles time. Just passed through 6 hours, temperature's dropped slightly now. We are 24.6 miles in and just short of 5,800 foot of ascent. We are still on our way to Windy Gyle. And it's just started to snow. Very timely. There's the summit of Windy Gyle. This is the Border Ridge, the Pennine Way. On that side of the fence is Scotland, and this side is England. Just run down here for around a mile or so, and we're going to dip into Scotland. Now just passed into Scotland. The views really are stunning. Marker. We have now done 28.8 miles and 6,300 feet of ascent. This is a tough day. tough course, and Scottish Rainbow. This is the climb to, excuse the pronunciation, it looks like Oak Rig, and it ascends from Cockleofoot Farm. It's this is quite steep as well. There's been a number of steep ascents. They might not quite have the gradients of the Lake District ascents, but they certainly get to you. We are on the summit point of Oak Rig. No marker, but great views.
This is Cairn Hill, and as you can see, conditions have taken a turn for the worst. Temperatures have dropped. We're making our way to Cheviot. And this is the Cheviot. You see the sun in the distance through the clouds. Starting to drop, ready for night. Making way off the Cheviot.
Hi, we finished the Cheviot Goat in the early hours of Sunday morning. It's now Monday evening, and just going to take a quick look back at what went right and what we feel went wrong on the day. We stopped filming on the way down from the Cheviot. Temperatures were dropping, so was my energy levels. I certainly didn't eat anywhere near as much as I should have done. It's a mistake I've made a few times now, but maybe not to the degree that I did on Saturday. So felt all the energy really should go into the race rather than filming. So unfortunately, let's say the filming stopped there. So anyway, Cheryl, what did you think of the Cheviot Goat?
It was a tough route. Definitely a tough route. Really good bits, really bad bits. It tested everything I had, but yeah, all in all, it was a hideous but enjoyable day.
Enjoyable?
In a way. Yeah. What about you?
Hideous. I'm gonna definitely hang on to that word. It was hideous.
It was hideous.
The route was hideous. The conditions started really nicely. I mean, you're gonna look at the video and you're gonna think at the beginning, it looks like a walk in the park. And to be honest, it was, albeit it was difficult, but the terrain, albeit, was nothing we hadn't seen before. But anyway, then we get to the bogs. And I remember a couple of friends of ours, Lee and Graham from Northern Fell Running, saying to us, "You ain't never seen no bogs." They're quite correct. We thought we'd seen bogs, but not bogs like there is on the Cheviot Hills.
These are a new breed of bogs.
A different breed, absolutely different breed. You got to the point where it was basically using poles to pole vault the bogs. Sometimes you made it, sometimes you didn't. You ended up waist deep, which is not nice when you've got a wind chill well into the minuses.
We lost our hands and our feet.
Yeah, hands and feet were freezing.
They disappeared for temporarily anyway. Came back again once we could get moving again.
So all in all, it was an extremely tough route. A tough day that tested absolutely everything that I think we both had. But we came through it. There was no option because I couldn't contemplate not getting around. So just basically give it everything, and luckily we did it. We got around. So anyway, the important question: would you do this again?
Oh yeah.
Huh? Okay, all right then.
Oh yeah. I need to know
if it was as bad as it seemed.
That's the one.
Okay, so we will be back in 2023,
Yeah.
December 2023,
Definitely.
to see if it really was as bad as we thought it was.
Yeah.
Anyway, goodbye for now.